Hey, what's up, y'all? This is DJ Swole here on My DJ's Radio. We're still at the Urban Digital Conference. I have the pleasure of hanging out with one of the West Coast legends. We got Sir Jinx here. And how you doing, Sir Jinx?
How you doing, brother? It's good to be here. Good to be here. Glad you have me, man. Thank you.
Yeah, man. So I know you from history, man. You made some of the tracks for Ice Cube back in the days, man. I produced some of his music, and I love the style that you bring to the table, man. And basically, what have you been doing lately, man?
I just been working on new music. I got a distribution company called Pipeline Global to kind of put new artists out and kind of, put some heat back up under some, some of the older artists. Yeah, I work with King T and Public Enemy, X-Clan actually, and just trying to stay busy and stay current. That's the thing to do now is listen to the younger guys and try to adapt, to what's going on right now.
So, as far as you mentioned some of the artists that you're working with now, are some of these artists signed right now, or basically are they indie artists?
Well, they're all major artists, but we're doing a distribution thing with to re-release a lot of the old materials, so the new acts or the new consumers, the new fans, be able to hear some, some authentic King T and stuff like that. So we were re-releasing a lot of the material, even with like Deadly Threat and the LA Zoo, and it's a lot of people that I'm working with, trying to, just keep the music out there. A lot of people say they can't get certain music from the, early 90s, and I'm just trying to, put that music back out again,
Well, me being a DJ, man, a lot of the music back from the 90s or the late 80s, I can't find it on digital aspect, yeah. And I had the vinyl records, but after a while, man, I can't do it. The ready to run out, right? Exactly. So that's a lovely thing, man. And I imagine you actually digitally remaster a lot of these tracks too, right?
Oh yeah. Once we re-release them, then it gets remixed again and brought into a more digital sound. A lot of it is analog. When you do analog to digital, you got to bump it up a little bit, give it a little more body. But yeah, it definitely sounds different than it did years ago. Definitely got that kick behind it. I mix them myself, actually.
Okay. So, man, when it came to producing tracks back in the days with Cube, man, where'd you guys get the ideas for some of the samples you use or some of the beats, man, that you kind of created there, man?
Well, I usually found most of the sounds. Sometimes Cube might have a track that he might like, and he'd be like, Jinx, you want to mess with that a little bit? But I usually, when we was on the road, I'll go to surplus stores and stuff, thrift stores, and look for records. I look for records even today that I try to find. So it's a real long journey to get these records and have a different type of sound for every rapper, not just Q, but I just collect records and collect sounds and collect different genres of music, so that's usually how we pick the songs, and then he picks from there. So I kind of know what a rapper like, and then I'll make like maybe 4 or 5 beats and then kind of, single it in right there, and then if you like that one, then we go make 5 more that's more in that world or something like that.
Man, so you be doing your homework, man. Definitely, man. And I know about digging through those crates, man. That's a lot of work right there. But
it's the dope part of going through the records and learning your history on not just the artists, but why they made the music and how did it come to this conclusion and how many changes does it have in the song and does it have modulations, does it have a vamp chorus or something, and that's what I add to the music, not just rap music, but I try to make music universal by the way I'm producing it, by adding more things.
So are you more? Would you consider yourself as you continue to stay in the game, man? Are you still just remaining on just producing more on West Coast music, or you think you want to make it more universal, East Coast, Midwest? That sound it's kind of different. I noticed it, but it's all kind of starting to collaborate. Like I hear some of the Dirty South sounds like Young Jeezy. They got that West Coast flavor to it now and so forth, man. So what direction are you going with that?
Well, I just do my kind of music. I don't look at it as, I don't the music that's out right now is for the genre that's out right now. Like the young kids and stuff like that, they listen to a certain sound right now. And I just continue to develop my sound and go forward. So when I do music, it's not mimicked as someone else or it sounds like somebody else. Even if it don't sound as good as another song to somebody else, it still has its own identity. So I still try to keep my identity on the kind of music that I do. And I don't really try to change it like that. It's almost like the Rolls Royce. You're going to get the Rolls Royce, the Phantom. They're not going to give you a whole bunch of different Rolls Royces out of the Phantom. It's just that one. And I try to perfect that one to go further rather than weighing myself thin, trying to keep up with this guy or keep up with that guy. I don't even use half of the equipment these guys use. So my music is always going to be different.
Okay, I understand. So actually, you know, we're in a new age now where social media and internet presence is really strong, and that's what My DJ's Radio is doing. We're actually creating a platform so producers, artists, they have an opportunity to be seen on the World Wide Web. So where can we actually find you on the World Wide Web?
Well, you can check me out on my Facebook. I got a Sir Jinx a fan page. You know, I got Sir Jinx Instagram. You know, I don't really talk too much on the internet because I'm into the music. You know, I believe the music talks for me. So I don't really interact with people on the internet like that. I'm just out there to sell music and get some awareness of the artists that I'm dealing with or have been dealing with, and to put them back in the forefront so people will be able to understand why rap has evolved the way that it has by giving them back in the day, you know, some back in the day to see how it evolved, you know. So that's really what I'm into. So they can catch me on the internet. You know, you could just do the Sir Jinx Wikipedia. I'm very easy to find.
Oh yeah, when you're Wikipedia, I already know. I already found you there. That's right.
yeah, I'm pretty easy to find. So I'm definitely looking for new artists and working with new guys. So that's always open for me. I love new adventures.
Well, here you have it. We got Sir Jinx here at the Urban Network Conference here on My DJ's Radio. I appreciate having you on. I look forward to seeing more things from you, all right? Appreciate you. All right.